얘들아 승령 보고 올려라. 마지막에 에이 TFT 모바일 부동동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 에이 TFT 모바일 부동동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 또 떨어져 허구와 날라다타 여기 갤럭시 너의 자식 얼럭키드 너의 두뇌 그래서 타지 않아 21세기 네 전략 이래 전략 능지 차이 나는 널 능지 처참히 롤 아재 롤린 이돌 롤린 인더들 잘게 누나 막간 담아 회전 초밥 뒤집개로 뒤집어라 레디 셋 에이 TFT 모바일 부동동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 에이 TFT 모바일 부동동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 라이어가 멋이 부동동자 에이 TFT 모바일 부동동자 에이 온유월 서리 가득 찰 노동자 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동자 하다 현타 부동동자 TFT 갤럭시 부동동자 유체 뉴 시너지 전설전자 멋이 패치 우주 부동동자.
Hello, everybody, everyone. Hello, boys, girls, furries too. Welcome back to ChinaGAP in Spanglish. We are doing a special show today because we have a very loved guest today with us. And of QTF2, Rita, how are you? Welcome to this our home.
Hi.
Hola.
Hi, I'm fine. Hola. So it is pretty happy to be here because you know that you guys are kind of very professional people to lead a kind of freshman in this show.
Nah.
And I'm super happy and very looking forward to talking with you.
Thank you. We are a pleasure for us too. I'm gonna and Rock 2 are gonna translate it to our audience because I think most of them need it. So, Rock, ¿cómo estás? How are you? ¿Estás bien?
Estoy bien. I'm very happy to be here as well. En este programa especial a las 5 de la tarde para hablar de rumores en el horario de Hong Kong. Y para traducir lo que ha dicho Rita, que está muy contenta de estar aquí y que somos muy profesionales, se nota que no entiende español. Yo se lo digo. Sorry, Rita, I said that you said we are very professional. This makes it clear that you don't understand Spanish because some things we say in the show.
To be honest, I don't want to lie. I can't understand.
Yeah,
okay.
Even one single Spanish word.
Okay, so let's keep it around Asiatic, Sitai, or how to pronounce it in English. I don't know. I am gonna name you as I always do. Siatik, how are you?
Underscore.
Underscore.
English or Spanish?
Whatever you want.
I'm fine. This hour is good for me because there is no lunch, no dinner, so I can stay without eating in the life.
Quite weird, no? For you?
Well, don't be too long because in an hour, more or less, I need to have a snack.
Like Prime Sock in our chat said, I speak English, don't underestimate our audience. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry because I don't want to underestimate you, but we are inclusive. We want everybody to understand this special show and the last, but not for this, less important, @Isaaquín, ¿cómo estás? ¿Estás Leo bien? ¿Vas a entenderlo todo? Estás muted, también te digo.
Muteado.
Fuck.
Hello everyone, I can understand all, but I prefer speaking Spanish or el lenguaje del imperio. Así que hola.
No. Tu parles français.
I prefer not speaking English. I am so bad speaking English, sorry.
Well, you can try it. It will be a low level of English, so it's okay. Rock, Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I like the suggestions from chat. Rita and Leo, you can speak French. ¿No?
Yeah.
No, Leo, puedes hablar en francés.
Je peux parler, hein? Je peux parler
Je peux
le français.
parler, mais
O sea, aussi.
je préfère no parler en français aussi.
Ok.
Désolé.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think my head is gonna explode. Okay. So, today, I think obviously Rita is here because we are gonna talk about all the rumors and the transfer market of the LPL this season. It's gonna be amazing. I think today we are gonna talk about so many things that I didn't know until Rita said to me in the past hours. So I think it's gonna be amazing, and a lot of you are gonna be very surprised. Let's go. Rock, ¿quieres traducir por si acaso, yo que sé? ¿Alguien se ha quedado por el camino?
No te estaba escuchando, no te voy a engañar.
La madre que me parió. My translator didn't hear to me, so...
Ok, ser un intérprete es un trabajo muy difícil.
My translator... You are fired.
Resumen rápido. Vamos a hablar del mercado.
Sí, que vamos a hablar del mercado, ¿no?
Exacto.
Pero esto ya lo habíamos dicho.
En español, gente, el mercado.
Espera. No.
Sí, eso es español. Sí.
Vale, lo traduzco
En italiano, Sara, por lo que sea.
Pels que no parleu castellà del xat, vale?
No.
Diu que parlarem del mercat de fitxatges i de rumors i de tot el que pugui passar aquesta off-season.
This show is gonna be amazing. He's talking now in Catalan. Rita, he is a sub.
Careful what you say.
¿Cómo que? Ahora podríamos en italiano.
It's another language from Spanish. So
Me la
from
agarras con la mano.
So I show you the last show, the Excel with all the rosters of the LPL teams and the contracts that expires this year, and how are gonna go the roster, the teams, the players, and all that stuff. So I think it's a good start if we are in order of this image, Rock. And obviously, Rita is gonna talk to us about all these teams. Especially, we have a couple of teams of this list that I think you are gonna enjoy a lot. But chill, tranquilos, poco a poco. Vamos poco a poco. First of all, we are gonna start with RNG, Royal Never Give Up. I think this team is gonna be a surprise from the next year, Rita. Do you think we will have here some different people?
Obviously, if you saw my post yesterday, I say Goffy will join ING because of you mentioned that if ING want to upgrade their roster, and then maybe Goffy is the best mid laner for them. Obviously, it is a job that I think, personally, I think maybe they will, maybe crying will be out because
probably.
Probably because maybe people may think that he is maybe kind of the weaker pawn of RNG. But I think that for the champion he used in the world, it is pretty surprised us. You can see the Annie.
Yeah, people don't respect the Annie. I don't know why. If Showmaker plays Annie or plays Malzahar, everybody, okay, very good, what a good pick. If Crying plays Annie, oh, he only does this because no mechanics. The disrespect to Crying.
One moment. People are asking what are the red target. Okay, there are the players that their contract are ended this year. So in November
they are finishing this 16th of November.
Vamos, que se les acaba el contrato hasta noviembre, gente.
Momento intérprete. lo que ha dicho Rita antes, que Uzi lo comentó en stream para RNG, que igual volvía Godby, no sé si lo recordáis, es el midlaner del EGD, famoso por tirar una flecha de Varus para atrás.
Yeah.
y que lo soltó en plan, obviamente bastante chiste, que podía ser el midlaner de RNG el año que viene.
People are asking us too. Rita, I think you maybe can give us a lot of information about this, because what are about the ByteDance, this TikTok bot, no, that RNG, but that was a rumor that I think this is not official. RNG are not saying anything. They said they are gonna continue being RNG. So do you know anything else?
To be honest, I didn't know whether they will change the name next spring or not. And I think as you can picture or imagine that they did have some financial difficulties, and
Yeah.
I don't know how those kind of financial difficulties will affect their roster a lot, or maybe it will affect they change their name or not. I'm not pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, que no lo sabe, que no tiene ni idea, que puede ser que tenían problemas económicos, ya lo sabíamos. I'm gonna translate it, Rita, but that. Y pues eso, que no tenemos ni idea de si cambiará su nombre, ¿no? De cara a esa temporada de 2022, puede ser posible, pero sabe más o menos lo mismo que nosotros. Lo que RNG además dijo fue que, bueno, que de momento nada, o sea que no más cositas. So, Rock, anything else about RNG?
Did you say Rock?
Yes, I said Rock, but I don't mind if it's you.
Yeah, but
or
I
if
don't
it
know.
is Rita.
I don't know any rumors more than Rita.
Yeah, that's true.
But for me, maybe another player we need to pay attention definitely is the support meme.
Yeah.
Because you know that if he leaves RNG, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes. I really hope that maybe he can play with Yuzi again, because you know that yesterday Yuzi has mentioned a little bit about his contract information, and he mentioned about the expiry date of his contract. Maybe it is like what people say in the internet, like maybe late November or the early December, and it will be good to see that kind of bottling to reunion again. And also, I'm pretty looking forward maybe Ming can play with Jackie Love. You know that they are a very close friend before being before Jackie Love being a pro gamer. So
yeah,
I didn't know this.
It will be great to see them to play in the bot lane.
Okay, so translate it, Rock, if you can.
Yeah.
Para la
Sí,
gente
lo
que
que he
no lo ha
comentado,
entendido,
creo que lo comentamos un poco por encima el programa pasado. Que la parte graciosa de que a Ming se le acaba el contrato es que a Uzi en principio también, el que sea que tiene, no sé exactamente con quién, y en teoría podría volver. También lo ha soltado aquí en stream, jiji jaja, entre broma y broma tal. Entonces podría volver la parejita Uzi Ming, o la otra, que ha contado algo que yo no sabía, que Jackie Love y Ming son colegas desde antes de que Jackie Love fuera jugador profesional. O sea que igual también les hace ilusión ver jugar juntos y molaría. Así que no sé, igual les vemos en TSM.
But I think Ming doesn't stay this year in RNG, and if he's gonna play with Uzi, definitely there isn't gonna be in this team in Royal.
It depends a bit on how much money the RNG ends up
they
having.
have economic issues. So it's quite difficult. But I think RNG is covered until this. So I think if you don't want to say anything more, Rita, we can continue to FunPlus, maybe?
Okay.
Nice. So FunPlus, I am looking forward to talk about this because FunPlus, I think, is one of these teams that are very rumors about it, about this team, the roster. They are gonna disband. LWX said he's gonna do a team, a roster around him, but that's a joke, obviously. So Rita, tell us about this.
You say
Yes.
LWX?
I'm sorry, S. I said LWX, but that's LWX, okay?
So it is fine because you know that I'm pretty sure that every person know I'm a super fan of FPX this year because of Hungary, and then you know that it is kind of very heartbroken when I see they are out of the group, and then you know that all people will think that they are the tournament favorites at this time, and then you know that when you see them, they were out of the group, and then it is so heartbroken. And then for this team, I think maybe it is makes sense they will rebuild their roster for sure, and then you know that I believe maybe Hungary will come back to LCK again, because I think for the majority of the reason that because it is not easy for a Korean player to adapt the LPL environment, especially for some language barbarian. And then personally, as a friend, I really hope that he can find a team which can build around him, play around him.
Yeah, like Hanwha Life, no?
Personally, I think he can have a very kind of. I think I hope that he can play with Cannon again, because you know Cannon's barely can adjust his mentality. So I think
it will. It could be good. Like, I think Noguri is out of LPL 100%.
he will be happier in LCK, I think.
Yeah, I think it should. So, if you want to translate it a little bit, Rock.
Sí, ha comentado que Noguri tiene mucha pinta que va a volver a la LCK, que este año, bueno, se le ha visto que echaba de menos sus tierras y que le costaba bastante adaptarse y que le gustaría que volviera a jugar con Canyon. Y no sé si me dejo algo. Creo que esto era...
que le gustaría que hubiese algún equipo al que jugarse, bueno, un poco alrededor suya, ¿no? Entonces yo mencionaba Hanwha Life.
Que le hiciera feliz. Sí.
Claro.
Bueno, y también que lo pasó muy mal, pobrecita, que era ultra fan de FunPlus este año. Y cuando se estamparon en grupos, bueno, no fue lo mejor para ella.
So I think
so we can hope for FPX Adam then, if the top lane is free.
I don't know. So a top laner for FunPlus, the shy FunPlus, please do it.
But I think actually Xiao Laogu is not bad.
No, it's okay.
Good. It is pretty good.
Yes.
And when you remember for the match in the summer, he played against LGD. It's definitely very incredible for his J.
You remember that?
We had
you know that
people here saying that he was better than Noguri. So People
I think
really remember Xiaolahu here.
Yes, because you know that language it is definitely affects the team communications a lot, and then if they can communicate in a language they can both understanding, and it is good. Very very crucial factors in my opinion.
Yes, it's like very interesting how some Korean people adapt very well, like Viper or Tarzan, but another ones like Nouri is like have very much problems. No, it's interesting because it depends of the personality, I think, of the player.
Yes, Nuguri is super shy.
Yeah.
Nuguri has a must protect personality, so I think it's very different
Yes, yeah.
from Viper.
So I think, Rita, do you have anything for us? As I think it will be very interesting. It's a translation about the destination of Xi'an.
Yes, maybe you can show the cap script for Tian.
Of course, is our Conchi.
Yes, and for you know for Tian, yeah. Oh, thanks.
So if you can explain it, nobody's doing it better than you.
Yes, that's true.
No.
Because you know that for Tian, maybe people will buy him because his performance at work is not good enough, and then people are very worried about his mental issue as well, and then some people even say that maybe he will retire this year, but he say that he will continue to play next year in his dream. And also for this source, it mentioned that he will not retire, and then FPX want to keep him stay in the team and talking about with the extending the contract with him. And also another issue or people may be very interesting on it is about Ten's salary, because in the past people may think that his salary level it is not very high as the bot laner. And then for this guy, he mentioned that for his salary, it is same as the bot lane after he win the words. And then he also mentioned about the situation, and you know that he was the sub in the spring season, and then he still worked very hard to make a comeback on the stage. And you know that although his performance at was not very good, but this source say that his mentality is better now, and he's ready to play the game in the next year.
Right.
So I think maybe 10 will stay in FPX. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What is this from? This is from a chat, from a fan chat, or
It's like a bot, no? It's they're explaining it in the little letter. It's like a bot that people share their information with someone who runs the rumor. Es como un bot, ¿no? La gente ahí pues, pone los rumores que le van diciendo via inbox.
So a bot rumor thing. Okay. Vale, la traducción es... Bueno, esto es esto, de un bot raro que la gente mete rumores y los escupe.
Sí.
Y los comparte. Pero lo que decía es sobre Tian, que en principio esto, que a pesar de que en el Mundial pues no lo hiciera tan bien, no tiene ninguna intención de retirarse, y parece que por parte de FanPlus también hay la intención de quedárselo y de que le extiendan el contrato. Después que se había hablado que igual le estaban pagando en cacahuetes, pero se ve que después de ganar el Mundial, ¿no? Tenía un buen salario, igual que la botlane. Y nada, que empezó este año esto como sub, pero que se lo ha currado mucho, y que esto, que a pesar de que no lo acabara haciendo muy bien el mundial, que el tío se siente que tiene el mental fuerte, que está preparado para competir el año que viene y esto, o sea, la conclusión es que tiene pinta que según esto Tian se podría quedar en FanPlus, pero bueno, está un poco así. And maybe we can talk about this because people are asking in the chat and there were some things about Bo and I think we never talk about it in the show, right? That it was mostly that FPX was maybe offering Bo to looking for teams for Bo in other regions where maybe they are not so angry about this match fixing issues.
Yeah.
Because they I think a team manager or someone, right, made a Weibo post saying like, yeah, maybe we like teasing, maybe we can come back with Bo or we can bring back Bo, and people were very angry. So it looks like fans in LPL will make it very hard for him to come back in LPL, but maybe he can play in another region.
But do you read the news from the Korean reporter? And he mentioned that actually FPX want to the format is kind of borrowing contract. They want to borrow bot to another LPL team to pay for them, but all the LPL team reject it. So I think it is
to an LPL
really
team. Okay.
No, I mean all LPL team reject this request.
Okay.
And then I think it is really low chance for Ball to make a comeback in LPL. Almost close to impossible. But I see some sources has mentioned that maybe some PCS team has interest on him. I'm not pretty sure.
Okay. And do you think fans in PCS would be happy with this? This is like, of course, very random question, right? But it seems like fans and teams in LPL, like, they are completely rejecting this. And I think in LCK it would be the same, and also I guess it would be harder because of the language. So I don't know.
But I think if you use ball in your roster, you need to think a question which is very crucial, that it is about the repetition of your team.
Yeah.
That is the problem why people can't use ball in their roster, even he is a very strong jungler.
Yeah. Definitely in EU, Bo will play.
Yeah, maybe Rogue could take.
Yeah, maybe Rogue. Here he could do it.
Traducción, que hemos hablado un poco de Bo, lo he comentado yo, también lo ha comentado Rita. Bueno, esto lo ha dicho Rita, que hubo el rumor de que estaban, porque se ve que Bo está como contratado por FanPlus aún, y que estaban ofreciéndolo primero a equipos de la LPL en plan préstamo, o sea, cesión, para que le pagaran el sueldo y tal. Pero los equipos no quieren esto por temas de reputación y tal.
Sí.
Lo preguntaban por el chat. La gente se hablaba mucho de él porque, bueno, lo comentan luego, ha estado rank 1 en Corea.
Es muy bueno.
Todas las partidas que jugó fueron súper buenas, excepto igual la primera serie con Suning, que falló algunos smites.
Sí.
Pero ya está, o sea, que es un jugador detrás del cual había mucho hype y que parece que sigue siendo muy bueno, que el tío tiene ganas de competir, pero no están encontrando formas, y lo que dice Rita es que igual acaba en algún equipo de la PCS. Y luego ya veremos.
Y eso, ¿no? Que lo habían rechazado prácticamente, bueno, todos los equipos de la LPL lo rechazarían por esta...
Una cesión.
Sí. Han rechazado la cesión, de acuerdo. Pues esto, here are the news about the Fun Plus. We don't know what is the future, no, about this roster, because definitely this year, this last Worlds was very, very bad, and I think they have to do some changes. At least this bot lane, and maybe Nuri back to Korea, and have Xiaohu, and like you are saying, Rita, with the no barriers with the language, maybe it will be okay, and they will find their play style. I don't know, but maybe yes. I don't know if you want to talk a bit more about FunPlus, and if you don't want, we can go on with EDG. I think EDG is also a team that a little la incógnita. ¿Cómo se dice la incógnita? It's like a question mark.
Yeah. That people don't know what will happen with EDG, right?
Yeah.
Like the big mystery, you know?
The mystery, yeah. It's a mystery. So, we are hearing a lot of things about Viper coming back to LCK to play the Asian Games, and maybe they will rebuild this roster. I don't know anything, because obviously they are not talking in an official way about this. But Rita, I think you will clarify it a little bit.
So as I read some sources or information about Viper's contract, and kind of his friends has mentioned that Viper is kind of a 1+1 contract, which means that he signed 1 year's contract with EDG, and then EDG can extend the contract with him in a very high priority. That is the meaning of the 1+1 contract for his friend's source. But for me, the things I worry about Viper's situation, because as you mentioned that for the Asian game, and today I have watched Ning's streams, and he mentioned that why the players, especially for the Korean players, they would like to play in LCK next year, or prefer to play in their regions because of the Asian game. And I'm not sure whether the information he says it is correct or not. He say that even for the sub-player of the Asian Games roster, if they win the champion of it, they can skip the military service. But I am not unsure at this point. So if what he say it is true, and I think that it will attract the player to play in their region, because if they can skip the military service, that means they can play for like 2 more years for their Koreans.
Yes.
So it is a very good choice, I think. So I am not sure.
Obviously, it's your opinion, but I think it makes sense. Rock, if you can translate a little. Because
he will also get a house in Shanghai, right?
yeah, too.
from EDG. Lo que ha comentado, esto era bastante interesante, lo de que tiene un contrato de 1 año más 1 con EDG, que en el sentido de que EDG tiene la capacidad de renovarle, no sé, como con mucha prioridad respecto a otras ofertas que pueda tener. Entonces, eso ilusiona. Y lo otro es, bueno, lo de los Asian Games, ¿no? Que como hay los Asian Games, y hay lo de que en principio parece que si Corea los gana, los jugadores que estén compitiendo por Corea se podrían librar de la mili y pues alargar la carrera un par de años. Y también se ve que los que juegan en la LCK pues suena que tendrán prioridad. Esto sería lo que le haría tal vez querer volver a Corea, pero no sé, no, difícil de saber, pero esto que se le ha visto bien este año y ya está. Ojalá se quede.
Please, Viper, stay with us in the LPL region. I think he is very happy. Someone said it in the chat. It's true. I think the DKRI has doing a step up until since he's here, no? There in China. So I think it makes sense that he will be happier here in EDG, having chances, no, to win another championship, or I don't know. But obviously, the staff of the military service is very, very big, and obviously, Korea wants her players, his good players, back. So, well, we will see it, no? Okay,
Because I think that it is almost can predict the roster of the LCK Asian game.
Yeah.
Almost can predict it.
Okay, yeah. I want to hear it.
For me,
Yeah.
for me, for me, obviously top is Nuguri, and then Canyon, Showmaker, and then for the bowling, maybe I think it is the T1's bowling, Guma, UC, and Carrier.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think it.
Yeah.
Maybe I think we almost can predict it.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
that's super roster.
But maybe people want to send Faker
Yeah,
to help him not have military service. I don't know.
Well, he don't have the military service, as I know, for Faker. Because
Really?
he's yes, because his achievement. Yes.
But I thought this was like people were discussing this, but it was like it's not approved yet. Like the parliament would have to give him. Maybe they give, but for now he would have to go normally. I think not 100% sure.
we can keep it on. No, I think Suning. I want to talk about Suning. LNG is okay, but I think Suning is a very, very special team for today because Rita, we have news that we didn't know since now. Well, since now. So maybe you can talk a little about this because we don't know officially if Suning is gonna be Weibo next year. He's gonna rebrand the team, if the team roster is gonna be the same or not. So how can you say about it? What can
So for Suning, I can ensure that they will change their name to Weibo next year, because you know that I remember I think a month ago I posted a picture like they changed their logo to Weibo for their buildings. Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then also for some posts in Weibo about their general manager and some coach, they almost announced that they are joining Weibo Gaming. I think it is pretty sure that they will rename to Weibo next year. And then for this afternoon I saw some news about Suning's roster, and then it mentioned. And it mentioned that for this one, for the insider, he think that the Weibo's roster will be very, very strong next year, and then
what?
Yeah.
Yes, and then another insider, she mentioned about that they only keep being in their roster and try to sell other 4 players. But she also mentioned that it is possible for them to keep 2 players for the previous roster, 2 players in the next year's roster. And then she also mentioned that if they can't find a good jungler like Soften, and then maybe they will keep Soften in their roster. For other position, if they want to upgrade their roster, maybe she think that Knight definitely a god for me. And then also Chris.
Yes.
And then she also particularly point out that it is possible for them to buy LCK players in their roster.
Esto es
And then-
muy tocho.
And then after reading those rumors,
Maybe.
and I feel very hyper for their roster.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
they don't want to keep Juan Fan at all. We are big fans of Juan Fan.
Yeah, we are.
You can see Citic is depressed.
I guess because of his scandal. Because of his scandal with some girls dating, and make his reputation is not very good. So
Yeah,
for
true.
being
They don't like the
being
ministers.
definitely, I think for being it is kind of definitely the rising star of the LPL UK top laner. So also
Yeah.
he's very very good player, very incredible top.
So, I'm gonna translate it a little bit for the audience because this is very important, I think. Lo que ha dicho Rita básicamente es que Suning primero se va a llamar prácticamente al 100% Weibo bueno, el año que viene, la temporada del año que viene. Ya han habido, de hecho, algunos fichajes, ¿no? Como se puede saber, ha dicho Mei Xiyan, creo que se llamaba, ¿no? Que va a ser el nuevo coach de Weibo, que también lo ha nombrado. Y al final, pues que esto va a ser prácticamente al 100%.
Bueno, o sea, que este tío lo que dijo, ¿no? Era que sería el nuevo entrenador de Weibo Gaming.
Sí, que lo dijo tal cual, vale.
O sea, que ya usó el nombre de Weibo Gaming.
Sí, o sea,
Y ya
el
se
nombre
vieron las fotos de las oficinas de Suning con el cartel de Weibo y tal.
Ojalá el logo sea el del mono ese que salió, ¿eh? Ojalá.
Lo dudo mucho, pero parece ser que no vamos a tener más Suning. Y esto que se ve en pantalla es lo más tocho, que es básicamente que primero van a montar un super roster, por lo que tiene pinta en esta temporada. Va a ser algo tocho, sabemos que Weibo, money. Y luego, por otra parte, parece que Bin va a ser el único jugador que se quede en el equipo. Los otros 4 se irán, a no ser que puedan mantener a otro, y en ese caso ese otro sería Sofem. Y para las demás posiciones, pues ya veríamos a ver.
Si no encuentran un jungla que les guste más que Sofía.
Exacto. Así es. Así que desde luego que yo creo que esto va a ser muy tocho. So Rita, I am so hyped too about this roster.
Bueno, también esto, lo de que
Yeah.
lo de que se pueden llevar a Knight
You
a
know that
Chris.
just imagine being with Knight.
Yeah. We are talking about that.
Well, you know that it is so good to enjoy their praise always for being cameo, and then Knight Silas so good.
Yeah. From the other hand, Juan Feng, que hemos hablado antes de él, nos ha dicho que seguramente no se lo queden por el mismo tema que por el que Bo no va a jugar, que por muy buen jugador que sea, aquí el tema de las apariencias, de las cositas que no tienen buena fama y tal, se tienen muy en cuenta, así que lo más posible es que también desaparezca, pero por supuesto que yo creo que a este jugador lo tendrán que tener en cuenta para otro equipo top, porque es muy bueno.
La verdad sería espectacular, Weibo yendo al Mundial el año que viene.
Yeah. Weibo in Worlds 22.
Yeah.
Eran otros 4 equipos distintos a los de este año. Pero literal, ¿eh?
I will say it right now. Someone please clip this. Weibo 2022 World Champions. You heard it here first.
Like 10 months ago.
Yeah.
12.
12.
Wow, Sarah, are you sure?
No, but
You can't drink some.
no, the
You know
trick,
that, yes. Do you still remember you say DK 3-0
yeah, but
at the
but
final?
But Sarah is cursed.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well,
The trick is, if I'm right,
Let me
I
say you
will
one
dig
thing.
the clip and I will tweet it again next year. If I'm wrong, nobody will remember this. So it's a win-win.
So can I say that LGD will win the 2022 World Championship?
in your dreams, it's okay. It's
Yeah, but
okay.
it's normal because it's the team you are playing for. So of course
Yeah.
the player will say that they will win.
Obviously, you are the mid laner, Rita, please. So we want to talk about the Weibo tuning or whatever a little bit more. Something you want to say, or maybe we can make a little trip around the other ones, no? Because I think Invictus Gaming, for example, is another one that I am very, very sad about this. But Rita, you said me something that I cheer about this.
You
What I see.
want to know my feelings about IG?
Yeah, please, but don't hurt me.
But
You know that for IG, I think just my personal guess, and I think they will keep the Shy and Yuki for their roster. I think just my personal guess.
Ole!
Ole, 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 ole.
And then I think I guess many people will also have same feeling with me. They should find a kind of a stable AD carry. Can I say this one?
So like Homefeng, Invictus Homefeng.
Yes, I think if
back.
Quanfeng
Please.
can transfer to IG, it is a good choice. I think.
Yeah, yes.
But I think I heard this originally because he was on IG Academy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they sold him because he does not speak so much, and they wanted, because with Jakilov was doing a lot of shot calling and this kind of stuff, and I think Huanfeng doesn't do this, so this is why they didn't get him before.
But you need to trust our jungler Shin.
Yeah. Maybe now they have somebody else that does it. Maybe Lucas talks a lot, and Lucas Huanfeng can
Lucas,
be
please.
the next best bot lane in LPL. We will see.
No, please.
I'm so hyped. Yeah, it's okay. It's like
Don't ruin Juanfen career, please.
Huanfeng Baolan, how do you feel about Huanfeng Baolan?
Yes, I want to hear the opinion from Sina.
well. And from the other one side, some people say that Uzi maybe will go to Invictus, but I think IG is in the same situation as RNG. They have no money. They have no very, very low economic sustenance. So sustained. So I think it is very difficult now to make it happen.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But they have one Chicon money. They can buy everything, no?
No,
They need
no,
to pay the side.
no. You can imagine that maybe Yuzi really want to pay with the Shy and Yuki.
Yeah.
What?
I would like to be the jungler that plays with the Shy and Uzi in the same team. That guy will go crazy 100%, I think.
Yeah,
my
so
God.
maybe
they can
TP
get
for the
me.
next season.
that he's
TP.
already crazy, so it's okay. Yeah, sorry.
TP is needed in the next season meta for this jungler because he needs to move faster from the top and the bottom side.
Oh my god. So, Rita, do you want to talk about some team else? Not in this order. Is I don't mind. So, JD Gaming, Top Esport is another one that I think it's important to mention. So, whatever you want.
Yeah,
You got the
give me
Excel.
good news about JDG.
For Jingdong, I heard one news about them. It is they really want to buy a very very strong mid laner for their roster, and I heard I read some sources. They say that it is maybe Chovy or Knight.
Okay,
really
okay.
Oh no!
JDG Chovy.
No.
Because
But I guess every team wants Trophy.
yes,
Phase two,
but
right?
JDG has a lot of money, I think. Because they were playing Mystic and Shige last year. and they were not
They
playing.
like to spend money.
Oh my god!
Choky, please.
No.
But I also heard this that I guess Kanavi people were saying that he might be leaving, but in theory he has contract until next year. So I guess if they find a good mid laner, he would maybe
He
stay.
would stay.
Well,
Yeah, and do you think the bot lane would be LPC or Lumao, or like, because I don't know, LPC, I guess he played a couple games last year and people were talking a lot about him, but he didn't have time to do much. So I don't know how happy I would be to have him on my team yet.
Yes.
But yeah.
I think it is good you raise a kind of LPL phenomenon, because I think that maybe some people notice that maybe you can realize that it seems that for the LPL we don't have very a kind of good Yuki for the mid laner and the AD carries.
Yeah.
Do you really realize this phenomenon? So I think it is so hard to find a very good bot lane, and also for the Chinese mid. So that is I think for this transfer period, maybe if you can find a good mid laner or a very good AD carries, you almost can ensure your worth. Yeah.
You win the off-season, as they say.
Yeah.
Lo voy a traducir
Sí, traduce un poquito.
porque son buenas noticias, gente. Son buenas noticias. Los rumores apuntan a que Jingdong Gaming, els joves de Girona, José de Giants, quieren un midlaner fuerte para la temporada siguiente. Se ha hablado posiblemente de Chovy, se ha hablado posiblemente de Knight. Obviamente los dos jugadores los quiere mucha gente, y ha comentado algo que es verdad, ¿no? Que de hecho se ve bastante en la LPL, que en las posiciones en las que hay más problemas de desarrollar talento es en de ADC y de mid lane. Entonces, claro, pues el equipo que pueda comprar un mid laner bueno o una de carry bueno, seguramente, ¿no? Pues saldrá de la off-season bien parada, porque el resto, bueno, ya te cubres con lo que sea. Pero bueno, si me cambian a Iagao por Knight, yo estoy contento.
Hombre,
Hi.
upgrade. Hello, baby caster.
Baby casts.
I've been listening for a whole hour of you guys talking about random players, random teams, and people is worried about one player specifically. Rita,
Hi. Hola.
where's Pipi got going? I'm really worried because I haven't listened or heard anything about him. Where's Pipi got going?
I don't know too, because I pretty want he can play play with Sandy again. I think the Victory 5 bot lane it is pretty good for the synergy. How do you think?
I think that would be good, but I'm really worried. I'm really worried. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. If I don't know, I want to speak with Pipigod, if I may. But thing is, I can't sleep until I know where Pipigod is going. That's my problem. So please, if you can, as app, know where he's going, that will be nice for me. And now I will mute again.
Thanks for your intervention. Intervention. ¿Cómo se dice intervención? Intermission. No, eso es intermedio.
Intervention.
Intervention. Thanks for your intervention. Baby casts. Yeah, yo creo que tampoco, la verdad.
Oh, yeah, we have a question from chat that I'm also interested in.
Yeah.
Because Alex's contract is ending in theory. And people are worried about LNG, what could happen with them. I don't know if there's any information about them since they just come back from Worlds, but have you heard anything?
Questions from Rita?
For LNG, actually, the news about LNG, I didn't read a lot about them, but I think for LNG, maybe if they have a very strong mid laner, maybe Ala will stay. Because I think that Icon is not strong enough, in my personal opinion.
And his contract is ending now in November. So
yes, and I want to raise up another story about Chovy and Tarzan. You know that for the birthday video for Tarzan, and Chovy say he really want to play with Tarzan.
Pray for Chovy and Tarzan duo.
Yes, yeah. So it will be nice to see Chovy in LNG. I'm not sure. Yeah. That will be good to see the old Griffins to play together again.
Wow, Ali Tarzan Chovy, that's amazing.
Esto ya es un poco territorio paja, porque como ha dicho Rita, no ha salido información de esto, ¿no? Pero esto que Ale puede escoger, si tienen un midlaner tocho que ilusione, que no solo sea solo guapo como Icon, pues igual tal, y que que Chovy ha dicho que jugar con Tarzan de puta madre, y la verdad que ilusionaría mucho.
Pues sí, I think Rita, but the rumor about Chovy coming to LPL is around here about years ago. No, it's like all year Chovy is coming to China. So do you think this is gonna be the year?
I think it is really hard to predict Chovy's decision. You know that last year, I thought that he will leave because you can see that maybe the result of Dragon X is not pretty good, and then he still play with Deft in LCK and for the Brotherhood. So I can't say I can't say I'm pretty sure he will play in the LPL. Maybe this year, or he suddenly realized that maybe LPL is better.
Maybe go to TSM, no?
TSM?
Yeah, Bebecaster is bringing every player to TSM and to LCS.
So hopefully it will be. But another player that I will talk about a little bit is about Loken, because Loken and Mystic is in a pink color because they are out of the team, no?
Yeah. Well, they are announced already that they are left. So
yes.
So there are two free agencies that maybe will be interested some medium-low level team in the LPL.
But I think just you can imagine that. I guess for the majority of LPL teams, they would like to import the top laner or the mid laner from LCK. Yeah. So it is possible maybe for their top and mid laner are from Korean. So I think for Logan it is a bit embarrassing because maybe they would like to use the Korean AD carries for their roster, maybe. So I guess it will be a high chance for him to play in LCK next year. Just my personal feeling.
Okay, so Rock, comentar un poquito lo que dice.
Okay, I like the chat. JGG Huanfeng. We are also putting Huanfeng in every team, but I think he maybe fit better with Yumao.
So translate it a little bit.
También me perdí porque estaba leyendo el chat, pero la conclusión que...
De verdad, es que yo I can't anymore. I can't anymore with my translator.
No, gente, calma, lo salvamos.
He said he lost himself because he was reading the chat.
Si no lo digo, no os enteráis, ¿vale? Porque la traducción es fácil. Que en realidad la mayoría de equipos de la LPL quieren importar en topo en medio y que por lo tanto una de carry pues es difícil y que probable que acaben en la LCK. ¿Ves? O sea...
Sí. Facilito para toda la familia. Easy peasy.
Interpretación perfecta, no sé.
Sí. Perfect.
Yeah, but you were talking about strong mid laners, and you need to look to the LCK to maybe take one because it's difficult have one in LPL. But what about Cream or Crime or whatever it pronounced?
OMG little boy.
OMG's meaning,
Yeah.
Cream?
Yes. Yeah, he's a fucking god.
Yes, for his Akali. Yes, I think. Oh, and another thing I think people should pay attention, it is about the policy for the Chinese government, which they must you know that the age of the programmers should be greater than 18 years old. You all know that. Yeah, for this one. Yes, that makes why Cream removed the roster from ONG. But I believe when he reached the 18 years old, he's still in that roster. Oh, don't worry.
I think we search it and we think when the 22 season is starting, the Cream is already mayor de edad, no?
18, yeah.
18.
Yeah.
I think yes.
Yeah.
But the rumors are that he stay in OMG or maybe better teams.
I think you know that he is from the academic team of ONG, and I think he still stay there.
Okay.
Because he under the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, this I also heard that I don't know, that OMG put a lot into put a lot of effort into trying to develop Cream through the academy, and I guess they will want to keep it. They will have a contract that is long enough to keep him, and also I guess there may be some loyalty from him to the org as well, since they are the one. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm always saying Cream doesn't need to leave. They maybe just need to change some players around him, and they can buy Ale and then. And Sofem when he leaves Suning, and you have a team. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. With PP God again.
Yeah, and you get PP God. And you can go to Worlds with this team.
There are a lot of teams in the LPL, so I am gonna choose the three more important ones, and they are gonna say goodbye because Rita, there in Hong Kong, is late night, and I think you are tired a little bit, and I don't know. I don't want to keep you here much time. So Top Esport is the first one that I'm gonna ask you about, because Jackie Love is another name that is sounding so much here in the rumors about leaving Top Esport, or about playing with another support like Ming. I don't know. What do you think about Top Esport and their future?
For their futures, I only know a news about them. It is kind of they changed their coach. For Crescent is back to the head coach, and then I don't know about the situation of Warhorses, and then for Top Esport, and then I also read news about them, which is they would like to sell Casa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
And then just imagine that if Knight will leave, and then also Casa also will leave, I think it is a kind of pretty disaster for this roster. And also today, V69 also mentioned about that it is his last time to stream as a top esports top laner, and then and then just imagine Qingtian become the starting top laner of this roster, and then Jackie Love
don't like it too much. But
and then but how do you think if top esport doing B to replace Knight in this roster? I don't know. It is
do you
possible.
think Doing B is gonna left FunPlus this year? Well, it could be, you know.
I think you will be. I'm not sure, because you know that after the failure of this ton of words, and many people bribe him a lot. Yes. Maybe his champion pool becomes another very biggest issue for people who criticize him a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure whether he will stay in FPX or not. If he chooses to leave, and just imagine maybe top esport doing B. What's going on?
What the fuck? So Rock, can you translate it a little bit until just to clarify?
Sí, bueno, sobre Top Esports, a ver. Primero, que parece que quieren vender a Carsa, o que lo van a vender a no claro dónde, pero esto, junto con que a Knight se le acaba el contrato, le quiere todo el mundo, tiene pinta que se va a ir, y que 369, esto creo que ha sido hoy, ¿no? En un stream que ha dicho que era como su último stream
como top laner,
como parte de Top Esports. O sea que tiene pinta que hay desbandada en la parte superior, lo cual podría ser absoluto disaster. Y entonces han empezado a hacer pajas aquí con Doinby en Top Esports.
Sí.
Esto sí que es verdad, que lo he visto que comentan en el chat, que no tiene pinta que se vaya a retirar, por lo menos por lo que dijo en entrevistas, de que él se veía con fuerza y que sabía cómo jugar, sabía cómo ganar, pero
que lo iban a cambiar de cara a próxima temporada.
Sí, pero que igual sí que se podría mover de equipo, y si en FunPlus quieren hacer cambios, y ojo, de aquí Qingtian Doinby, dúo de solo líneas de ensueño.
Yeah. It will be funny at least. So okay, Top Esport is a question mark again. It's a mystery. So we don't know what is going on with this roster for the next season. But I think Top Esport have a little more money than other ones, so I think they can be a strong team in the LPL at least. But the last two teams, I think, well, if you want Rock or someone else and say something about another team, see, I don't mind. But I think the other ones are two teams. One I don't care about this one, but I know that Rita loves it. So I will let her cheers and do a discourse with the team of her heart. That is LGD.
LGD. No, I just announced the whole roster in my Twitter. I didn't see that, and then Matt Lyons still my top laner, you know.
Yeah, I know. Your top laner is gonna be the Mad Lions one, no?
Yes, you know that my top laner is going to be the Mad Lions mid laner, and I didn't know it, you know.
I hear Armut is free agent. Maybe you can replace him.
Maybe I can replace him.
Who's the top laner, Rita? They are asking it in the chat.
Oh, yeah, they didn't know. you just chat Rika's tweet, and then he said he will play with me for the new LGD roster.
Yeah,
and then the coach,
the big one, no?
And then the coach from Charming Crow will be our head coach, you know.
Well, shit happens. So something you want to say about the LGD and your fantastic roster?
And then
the problem is
you know that you know that as the LGD's friends for 3 years, and then we don't have spring split, you know. Usually our spring is started at the summer, you know.
Yeah.
We can totally skip the spring one because it is so painful for the majority of time.
Okay. So in summer, is gonna be a good team or not?
I don't know, because you know that I think it is a kind of bad news for LGD. Bad news. You know that for our general manager and team manager and even coach, they moved to Suning for the Weibo side. And then we don't have coach now.
Oh, it's
so
true. Because hicieron una cesión, ¿no? Vaya, como, no sé cómo se dice.
Yes. And maybe I need to
loan.
trust.
Eso, loan.
Yeah. And maybe I need to believe Shadow can make a miracle one for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how they will adjust their roster this.
Like CJ, Kramer, Mark, all of them ended his contract now in November, so maybe it will be another new roster. I don't know. This team is gonna be like in 2020, you know, a surprise one.
You know, I think as long as Garvey stays, there is hope for LGD.
Yeah, Garvey said Gary, by the way.
Well, you think Garvey is a hope?
If it's Shaya meta, then yes.
Yeah.
No,
if Shaya is in meta.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you know he chose a law in the summer. I don't like it. you know that in summer our top laner love picking the Guan, and then I can't believe why LGD's Guan always very suck. I can't understand it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So for ending this podcast, I don't know if we know anything about ninjas in pajamas. This roster is a fake news. It's true.
Will they hire Reckless? Does anybody care about NIP or Victory 5?
What is this? What is this?
So you know that for one of their owners for the Chinese side it is Mario, and he mentioned that maybe they will have a kind of international roster. Do you think it is possible to happen in LPL? I don't think so.
So do you think they are not gonna be in the LPL for next year?
Well, they could have an international roster with like.
I mean, it is really hard to build a roster like the player could speak in English, maybe.
No,
I
think this very
yes. So I think it will be a kind of the roster will full of Chinese. I think, or maybe with some Koreans.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see like it won't happen, right? But like Spica, Ricker, and then and then
yes,
Chinese players, right?
Spica, do it, please.
But Spica will stay in TSM, but
with tactical.
Yeah. Well, maybe Shadow is the beginning, but now Spica has to roll swap to top lane. Then and Shadow is LPL resident, right? So you could
Shadow is a good choice.
You could have Spica top lane, then Shadow, then Ricker mid lane, and then
Ricker mid lane, please.
Chinese players, and then you have the most international roster you can have speaking Mandarin still.
Yeah.
That will be so cool.
Yeah. So, Shadi?
No, I just want to make a question, not about our team, but about a player, because there's someone that now is free agent and could be a nice back to the LPL that is shorter, or maybe he go back to the PCS.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good support with a lot of experience, and maybe a team for the middle of the table on the LPL could try to get him and make a good roster around this player.
Maybe.
But for PCS,
I don't know if he want to go to PCS and back to the main league that he played before, or maybe come back to the LPL and get better chances to go to the Worlds, maybe again.
Personally, I think it looks like he may choose the LPL team, because I think that for PCS there is not much very very high competitive team like PSG Talon and also maybe Beyond Gaming, but as I know, Unify and Kairing, they are stick together, so I don't think Sora can replace the support position in that team, and maybe Doggo will go to TSM. I don't know.
No. The narrative in Spain says TSM tactical. We are not touching this, or Bebe will cry.
Yeah. So
and also, I think for Sora, his advantage is that he is a really, really fantastic shot caller.
Yeah.
And I think if he can back to Suning again, maybe it is a good water too. Yes.
We was Suning with Knight, with what, and Chris what?
No, I mean, if Quanfeng play with Sword Art, it will be very good.
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that for Sword Art, he will be a very good shot caller in every single team.
Yeah.
Just depends on what he chose.
Please.
So, Rock, do you want to translate a little bit? First of all, the stuff about the ninjas in pajamas, about the Korean players and all of that, and then if you want to resume a little bit this question about Suning and these players.
De ninjas in pajamas, lo que he comentado es que uno de los propietarios del equipo por el lado chino es que esto puso, bueno, no sé, dijo en algún sitio que quería hacer un roster muy internacional, pero claro, hemos estado hablando de esto un poco, ¿no? Que realmente hacer un roster en China que hable en inglés o algo así es muy complicado, nos hemos hecho pajas con esto. Speak a Shadow Ricker, los que no son nacidos en China, pero que hablan chino. y tal. Pero que lo que dijo parece difícil de conseguir y no hay mucha información tampoco sobre lo que van a hacer. Y lo otro que hemos hablado, ¿qué era? Perdón.
Mis pajas de suerte, nada más.
Sí. El viejo se ha preguntado por dónde podría acabar Swordart, porque tiene pinta que sale de TSM, no sé si está confirmado, pero bueno.
Está confirmado.
Sí, confirmado.
Sí, confirmó.
Vale, pues esto, pues que se va y hemos comentado, no. Si podía acabar en la PCS, lo que ha comentado Rita, que en la PCS Kawin Unified parece que no se van a divorciar ni se van a mover del PSG. Luego está Beyond, que igual Dogo, igual acaba en TSM o igual puede volver a ir a la WPL, a saber, pero que más allá, claro, no hay buenos equipos y para sortar irse al cuarto de la PCS, pues te pegas un tiro en los huevos antes y que por eso tiene pinta que puede acabar en la LPL, que es muy buen shot caller y que si vuelve con su ex a Hongfeng, ahora que ya ha sentado la cabeza, pues que
puede salir bien.
Esto, que según Rita tiene pinta de que saldría bien. Y yo
mucho hablar de llevarse jugadores a TSM, pero a ver cuando se habla de sacarlos de allí, ¿sabes?
So, just to have a honor mention, I think Lucas want to show us what LPL are publishing in Twitter hours ago, because here they talk Jankos was a very important fact about our championship winning. So this is a honor mention, no, to him.
Besitos para ti. Un abrazo, Jankos.
Wow, unofficial winning. Unofficially, you see that?
Graphic design is my passion, no? We can. Pues esto, ¿no, gente? Que la LPL ha subido un tuit dándole las gracias a Jankos por su colaboración, porque por lo visto pues ha estado haciendo un poquito de coaching, ¿no? Bueno, de lo que sea que haya estado haciendo con los junglas de la LPL. Y eso, pues le han dado las gracias por su ayuda, por sus méritos y for ending this, Rita, if you want to go to bed and sleeping and have a rest, you can do it. We are now talking a little bit, like 4 or 3 minutes, about the next, the competition of the pre-season, off-season, también podría decir. And how it is about the team roster, the schedule, and all of this. So, Rita, what do you want to go? If you want to go to bed, you are free to go.
No, you just keep going. I can listen it.
Okay. No, we are doing it in English. No problem.
Okay, so, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And now we are gonna talk about the next. Some of us are asking us about this, no, the schedules, the roster, if we are gonna to broadcast it. So the reason, or the answer of this is no. Technically no, but maybe yes. So primero,
¿esto lo tengo que traducir?
No, es que lo voy a traducir, o sea, lo voy a hacer yo en español y punto. Gente, la NEST es una cosa un poco difícil de digerir a veces y nosotros además en la primera jornada la mayoría no están aquí, se van a Barcelona a hacer un viaje de excursión, se van todos. Yo no me voy, pero la mayoría sí, así que sería muy difícil cubrirlo. Hemos pensado...
Nos gusta más que la NEST, la Iberian Cup.
Exacto.
Envíanos 20 pavos.
Exacto. Entonces, ¿qué hemos propuesto? Vale, vamos a intentar ver cómo gestionamos esto de la retransmisión, porque recordamos, tenemos 2 strikes y no nos la podemos jugar. Entonces, vamos a ver qué hacemos con esto y si de cara a estas fases más avanzadas, como son playoffs, y tal, pues a lo mejor sí que podemos hacer algo. ¿Que no ilusionan los playoffs tampoco? Pues nada, lo dejamos para semifinales o cuartos, lo que sea, y ya vamos a ver, ¿vale? O sea, no está nada claro. En principio, ¿nos gustaría retransmitir algo? Sí. ¿Lo vamos a retransmitir todo? No. 100% no. ¿Vale? So, now we are saying, Rita, that we are not gonna broadcast the Nest because there are so much matches and they are traveling to Barcelona to have fun, and we are not able to do it until maybe playoffs or maybe semifinals and the finals. Because
maybe Lucas, you can show the Wikipedia page with the
for the schedule.
With the schedule and the format, because I guess this is kind of interesting because they are changing the format from last year. Last year it was 12 teams and this year it's 14 teams. And
the reason is Andy and Top Esports didn't join this time. They skipped it.
Yeah, but last year it was only 12 teams, so even more teams skipped it.
I guess you mixed up the tournament for the Dimasia Cup, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But the strange thing is that even like EDG and LNG that played at Worlds and FunPlus that played at Worlds, they are coming to this tournament. Of course, the rosters are different. Right?
Yes.
I don't know. For me, the teams that played at Worlds have more of an excuse. IG, they didn't do anything since a month, so they can't come and play.
Por alusiones, Rita Rookie.
No he escuchado qué me han dicho. I am not listening.
Que Invictus no ha jugado nada, que es normal que vengan a jugar a la NET.
Fuck you. So, if you want, we can talk a little bit about this. The schedule is about.
Wait. I wanted to show specifically, Lucas, in the Wikipedia page the groups. These are the groups. We'll see them later. But the format for the bracket stage, because this is like the last part of the LPL playoffs, the top 4. The first round, it's all best of... So it's only 4 teams getting into the bracket stage, but it has a loser bracket, which I think, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, the first round is best of 3. The first round of the loser bracket as well, but then when there's only 3 teams left, from there on, it will be best of 5. This will be interesting because when we see the rosters... I think this part will be actually interesting to see.
Yeah. Maybe it will be. Now, Lucas, if you want, we can do. See, first of all, the Spanish schedule. Well, if you want to sleep, maybe this is not your competition because 7 a.m. is the first journey. And it ends at ¿cómo se dice esto? Midday, no? Midday?
Midday.
Yeah, at midday. So probably at midday, I am waking up. So I am not gonna see much about the Nest, I think.
Vale, pero mañana hay un Suning FunPlus a las 9 de la mañana. ¿Me puedo hacer pajas?
And I definitely believe that Suning or WE will win this tournament.
Yeah.
I want to see the final Shannon versus TWE.
Yeah.
This. Maybe we can see the list of rosters. Well, the schedule is like this until the 16th or 17th.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then it's the bracket stage that I think they did not announce the time where they will be played. So this we will tell you when they announce it.
So we can see, take a look about with the players because as you know, the roster are not the main roster of the LPL. They are already they are normally LDL players, and 2 or 1 or 3 if you are a team that didn't have academy or something like that. Suning or Team WE in this case are gonna bring their main roster, but the other ones like EDG. Here we are seeing it. Didn't have anyone of the main roster. So that's it, people. We are gonna see the rookies.
Yeah, I think I will say the top lane in general is decent. Because I think Xiaoxiang has played in LPL already. If you can skip show
last year.
Yeah. Biu is also playing, right? I think for FPX, Xiaolao Hu is playing. Nen is playing for IG.
Wow. Yeah.
So the rest, I don't know. Mikuya is also playing. Cube is playing.
Yeah.
705. I don't know. I think overall the top lane is by far the best role this tournament.
Muniain, Atleti.
Well.
No, por favor.
So there it is.
Yeah. Jungle maybe as well, because we have Ice Cove, we have Shadow, we have Ice. But,
what do you mention about LGD?
Shadow is a good player, a decent player, but then we have these guys. We have Suning.
These guys.
coming with the entire team.
Well, maybe this is the last time that we will see the roster of Suning playing together. So maybe it's a good change, no? To see.
And these guys, WE with the entire LPL team as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the finals should be WE Suning 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't match in the quarterfinals. Well, this is a loser bracket, no?
I don't know.
No, actually, I think that for the roster of FPX is quite strong.
Yeah,
you can
as well.
You can review again, because Xiaolao Ku Beichuan also play in the LPL this year, also Jingyi and Shen Yi.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it is their new roster next year.
Yeah.
The problem with this team is they're in the same group as Suning, so there can be only one. And LGD too.
Wait, there is an actual group of death in Nest?
Yeah, there is.
I didn't know it.
With LGD.
Wow, LGD is not 04, you know?
No.
You will hurt me if LGD is 04. You know?
Even BLG is not so bad, right? J-Way looked pretty good when he played.
You think that it is better than LGD?
It depends if Biu is playing or not. But what is the LGD roster?
Wow.
Okay, so it's
Garbage.
Chance I don't like though. Aisha and JJJ, I don't know, and I guess Kui and Shadow, I don't know. Yeah, I will not say anything. They say if you cannot say anything nice, shut up. I will shut up.
So I think we can finish this great special postcard today. First of all, I want to say thank you to Rita, because I love to having you here. and I hope you can you can come back whenever you want. Obviously, this is your home too. Also, our English is mine. Is a little poor. Good evening. So, Rita, thank you so much. I will talk to you later in private because I want to propose you something. So maybe you will like it. But ya hablaremos. Let's talk later. And now I am gonna to speak in Spanish to close this.
Can I say something before
Obviously.
you ending in Spanish?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Oh
yes. So
you can. Obviously, I was incredible, amazed with your Spanish. So come on.
So you want me to introduce myself in Spanish at first?
Vale. Okay.
Yes. So, hola, mi nombre es Rita. Hola, ole.
Ole!
Ole. So first of all, I'm very grateful to join this show, and it is a kind of very happy. It is very happy to talk with you, and it is a very relaxed and comfortable conversation for me. So thank you so much, because I am a kind of person that easy to be very nervous and stressed. And thank you so much for your caring in this show. And also, I know that some of my followers also watch our stream today, and I'm very grateful that I can have such attention in my private account, and I never expect that I will become such kind of person. Person now, and thank you so much. And also, I will say thank you in French, because I have so many Blue Walls friends, and merci à tous, and very happy to meet you guys, and santé. Yes, that's what I want to say.
Merci à tous.
Yeah, merci à tous.
Yeah, so thank you to you, obviously. Y bueno, pues nada, chicos, esto ha sido todo. Espero que lo hayáis pasado bien en este especial, que ha sido bastante, yo creo que ha estado muy chulo, porque hemos practicado nuestro idioma, hemos hablado de cosas serias, hemos traído novedades, hemos traído a Rita, que es una persona increíble, y yo creo que no se puede acabar de mejor forma. Obviamente, si esto lo hacemos más, acabaremos pillando el tranquillo a esto del inglés, pero yo lo tenía ahí en un cajón y, gente, no sé ni cómo me he defendido, la verdad, estoy sudando ahora mismo. Así que me voy a ir despidiendo. Por supuesto, a Robita Q2, Ritita, thank you so much for coming here. This is your home. A Robita Paminondas, @Sieti, @Isakin, @Tras las cámaras, @VLucasac y @Saitaruki, que soy yo. Un besito a todos. También ha estado Babycast por ahí, asking about the PP God. And bueno, pues nada, chicos, nos vemos el próximo día, que será, si no hay ningún tipo de cambio, el domingo. Nos vemos y un besito a todos.
El domingo no, el domingo es día libre.
No sé. El domingo a lo mejor abro yo sola y me canto aquí unas sevillanas. Adiós, gente. Un besito. ¡Ole! ¡Ole! ¡Ole!
여기 갤럭시 너의 자식 얼럭키다 너의 두뇌 그래서 타지 않아 21세기 이 전략 이제 전략 능지 차이 나는 널 능지 처참히 롤 아재 롤린 이돌 롤린 인더들 자 이제 누나 막간 담아 회전 초반 뒤집개로 뒤집어라 let it set TFT 모바일 부동동작 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동작 TFT 모바일 부동동작 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동작 라이어가 멋이 부동동작 TFT 모바일 부동동작 5, 6월 서리 가득 찰로 동작 또로로로 갤럭시 부동동작 하자 에너지 전설 등장